Hi, this is Mati Fuller. I use tarot numbers and chakras to help you understand your relationships better. So this is the weekly Love Tarot reading for Taurus for May 4 to 10. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. If it resonates, that's awesome. If it doesn't, then this reading is not for you. So let's find out what's going on with Taurus relationships May 4 to 10. Soulmate and twin flame connection for Taurus. Where are you at? Let's find out. All right, it looks like your partner has some judgment issues. They may be judging you. Even though they still care about you, they have the Queen of Cups. But it's definitely not unconditional love. It sounds like very conditional love when there's all kinds of grudges attached. Okay, so when we add up those numbers, we get 20 plus 1, that's 21. That's the World card, end of a cycle, that kind of stuff. And they also have the Two of Pentacles. They're very busy, and the Five of Swords. They're busy and they're fighting you. And when we add up those numbers, we get 5 plus 2, that's 7. That's lack of faith in relationships in numerology. It can also be connection to source, but when you have a card like this, which is a very negative card, 5 of Swords, you're definitely talking lack of faith in relationship or abandonment issues. So they don't trust the relationship anymore and they're holding grudges, even though they're still kind of attached, but they're not in a good space right now. And you have 2 aces. You really want a new beginning. You want a new beginning in love, and you want a new beginning when it comes to ideas. And when we add up those 2, we get 1 plus 1, that's 2. That's communication and cooperation. You really want to talk to your partner because you can feel that something isn't right. And you want to communicate to them about what's going on. You are also highly invested in the relationship. You've got the 7 of Pentacles, which is the Harvest card. You're hoping that things are going to get better in the future and that everything's going to work out. And you have the 9 of Pentacles, which has to do with enjoying your garden with all your pentacles. And the lady in the garden is alone. So you may want some space from your partner right now. That is a possibility. When we add up those numbers, we get 7 plus 9. That's 16, and 16 is the Tower. Okay, so there's a feeling that something's going on in the relationship that's not really in your hands, and that things are falling apart and turning into chaos. So let's see where that goes. Maybe if you talk to your partner real quick, you can avoid the whole issue. I don't know, but let's see where this goes. How do you feel about each other? May 4 to 10. Taurus, soulmate, and twin flame connection. How do you feel? How does partner feel about Taurus? How does Taurus feel about partner? Okay, your partner still has a really positive attitude. There's the Sun card. They're hoping for the best. And they have the Page of Pentacles. They're excited about doing something new for a living. And they have the Page of Wands. They're following their passions. So your partner is in a really positive mood right now. When you add up those numbers, you get 19 plus 1 plus 1. That's 21. And 21 is the World card. So their energy is really outgoing. They're relating to other people. They're bringing their business out to the world. It could also be the end of a cycle, but in this case, it looks like they're having success and they're actually sharing it with the world. You have the Queen of Swords. You still want to talk to your partner and put the truth on the table and figure out what's going on, what's really going on. And you know that there's a choice coming up. You have to choose your path. You also have the 7 of Cups, which means that you're looking at other opportunities right now or other options in love, which is not so good for the relationship. You obviously don't feel like you're on the same page right now. And if we add up those numbers, we get 7 plus 2, that's 9, plus 1, That's 10. That's Wheel of Fortune energy. You feel like a change is coming. Even if your partner is in a positive space, you feel like something has shifted and the change is coming, and you don't really know what that looks like yet. So let's find out how that is affecting the relationship. Interesting. Your partner has the Hierophant. They're not being very flexible about their values right now. There's obviously values that are important to them, and they're holding on to it. And maybe that's why you're judging them right now. And you've got the Queen. They have the Queen of Pentacles too, which has to do with nurturing their own needs. So when you add up those numbers, you get 5 plus 1, that's 6. That is the energy of the Lovers. So they're still definitely invested in the relationship. You've got the 2 of Pentacles. You're feeling really busy right now. And you also have the 9 of Cups. You're wishing and wanting and dreaming a lot. Okay. So you're dreaming about what you want in the future. And that is part of the manifestation process. There's nothing wrong with that. When you add up those numbers, you get 9 plus 2. That's 11. That's the Justice card. That is about speaking your truth, expressing your truth, living your truth, being true to yourself. So that's where your focus is. It has to do with being true to yourself. The cards between you is the 4 of Swords. You've both pulled away from each other and created some distance right now, and you also have the Hanged Man, which means that neither one of you can move forward with anything right now because you're still tied together in the relationship. You're just going to have to wait and see. The hangman will hang from the tree until he can see life from a different perspective, and then he can see where the path is, but right now he can't see it. So when we add up those numbers, we get 12 plus 4. That is 16, and that's Tower energy. Things are getting very chaotic right now, and you feel neither one of you feel like it's in your hands to fix this. It's kind of just turning into chaos and falling apart, and you're just going to have to be patient and wait and see where it goes. There's a lot of uncertainty right now for a lot of people, and it's not easy to see where the path is or what's going to happen. So let's ask for some advice for Taurus. We need some divine guidance for Taurus. Okay, so you still have the 2 of Pentacles, you're still busy, you still have the 9 of Cups. It's really important that you dream about what you want, because by dreaming about what you want, you become very clear about what you want. And you have the Queen of Cups. You still love your partner, so don't give up on the relationship right now, okay? Even though you're really worried about where things are going. It's too early to see where things are going. So just wait and see if you can. I mean, you got 2 9 cards here, the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. 9 is often the end of cycle, you know, but there's no indication about where things are going right now. So just wait and see. Let's add up the numbers. We get 9 plus 9, that's 18, plus 1, that's 19, plus 2, that is 21, which is the world. It has to do with how you relate to the world, and it can also be the end of a cycle. So maybe things are falling apart when it comes to how you relate to the world, and that is affecting your relationship. It wouldn't surprise me. A lot of people are going through hardship right now, and maybe you are one of them, where you don't know where things are going to come from and how things are going to fall into place. There's a lot of not knowing right now. So just be patient. Hopefully next week will be better. So that was the reading for Taurus. I hope you like it. Please put your thumbs up and subscribe and share it with your friends. And don't be afraid to check out my new course on Udemy. The link is in the description below. And thank you for listening. Bye.